Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Platinum Mastermind Call, 22nd of May 2019. And if you've just joined us, welcome. And if you're watching the recording, thank you very much for taking your time to watch the recordings. As always, I've been doing these calls now for the past couple of years. And each call brings a lot of golden nuggets. So one thing you can do is go into the group, the Facebook group, and type in Mastermind Call recordings and watch the past recordings. We've got some really, really cool case studies and some cool Mastermind calls that we've done over the past couple of years. And as always, the format for these calls and the Mastermind Call process is, first of all, I get them to state their challenge in the group, in the Facebook group, and then as a post, and I get people to also ask any qualifying questions, which is something that we do. Qualifying questions that we do, and then obviously we try and find out if it's a challenge or not, and then obviously I come in with with my proposed solution, having the person in the group with the most experience. Okay, so before I carry on, could you just give me a yes in the chat box to make sure that you can see my slide changing and you can hear my voice nice and clearly, please? Just give me a yes in the chat box, just make sure that everything's going okay. Okay, cool. Good. Excellent. Okay, so two things. First of all, we due to technical issues, I had to change the time of the webinar. So this is probably going to be a short mastermind call. We've got a couple of you on, which is good. And looks like a lot of people didn't get the update. But we go back to normal again, to the normal time for the next webinar. If you want to make a note, that's going to be on the 5th of June, again at 5 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. UK. So we go back to normal on the next mastermind call. This week's call. Oh, Eric. Okay, Eric, can you just can you cut and paste your challenge, please, in the text box, because I'm not looking at the group right now. So and also, guys, last minute challenges, if you can try and avoid them, because I'm good at doing things on the spot, but it just gives me a bit of time to prepare. So just try and avoid doing challenges at the last minute. I've put the post up a day before, so do try and get your challenges in on that day if you can. Last minute challenges are okay, but it's just that it doesn't give me time to prepare. But Eric, you're welcome to put your challenge in there anyway, and we'll do it at the end as a Q&A. So this week we've got two challenges. Two challenges from both of the Erics, actually, which is quite interesting. First one is from Eric Bouquet, and Eric says his question is basically on positioning, which is quite important. So it's one of the modules we teach in our program. And he says, is billing myself as a combat engineer too aggressive or abstract? He says he's focused on fellow veteran-owned businesses to visualize their value propositions, webinars, etc., with pictures using cartoons, illustrations. Then Eric says maybe corporate cartoonists might be more palatable. So Eric's trying to sort of figure out the best way to position himself as a person who creates cartoons to visualize really what it is strategy for business analysts. So positioning is a very important thing. It's what people know you by, and it's what you can build your credibility on. But it has to separate you from other people. Okay, in essence, either through personality or something unique that you do, which is quite unique what Eric does here. So this could be quite interesting. So before we go on to talk more about solutions, does anyone have any questions for Eric regarding the expansion on what Eric just discussed? So just to recap again, Eric is asking for help on positioning. He's actually billing himself at the moment as a combat imaginaire. The problem with that is you don't. It is very vague. It's like, what is a combat imaginaire? And the thing is, it doesn't roll off the tongue, and it doesn't command like the kind of fee that you expect to pay for something like that. You know, it's more like it sounds more like a social or more like an activity-based thing rather than a expert, in my opinion. If anyone else got any more questions or any more thoughts, can they please put it in the chat box? Any questions they want to ask, or any more expansion on that, if they want to find out uh, if you have any questions. If not, then I will move over to give you my solution in terms of what I think Eric should do. So here are my thoughts, and if you've got any questions or we'll have a Q&A at the end, you're welcome to put those in the chat box. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So positioning is always determined on just two things, right? The two most important things when it comes to positioning. One is your target market. In this case, Eric's target market are business owners, okay? And number two is your irresistible offer, which is something that you offer that is unique and is irresistible to the prospect or to the customer. And Eric mentioned earlier that he likes the term visual strategist. Now, in essence, what he is a visual business strategist, right? Because he is helping business owners visualize. It's like mind mapping, right? You're basically mind mapping a strategy, but instead of a mind map, it's a visual illustration. So I think what Eric should do here is take the same concept as mind mapping and try and create a model, right? And make it his own. So maybe, look, we've got something called mind mapping. So maybe you can come up with a phrase that is similar to mind mapping. Now, mind mapping is map, two M's, right? Mind mapping rolls off the tongue. So you need to figure out what phrase, Eric, what phrase you can own that makes your thing unique. And then you have to figure out what your irresistible offer is. What is your irresistible offer? Now, I know for a fact, from my experience, there used to be a guy who used to go to a lot of internet marketing events, and he used to do illustrations of people's presentations. I don't know if he was actually making money from it, but people loved it. He did like a visual of someone's presentation, but as an illustration, like a cartoon. So that was pretty cool. So I don't know if there could be an opportunity for you, not only in the veteran space, but also in the event space. So look, this is what I can do. Bring me to your event, and I can create these illustrations for each of the speakers' presentations. And some speakers are there to make money, right? They pitch on stage. Maybe there's a way to make a revenue and give a kickback to the event owners. So that could be an idea or an option. That pretty much is what I think, proposed solution-wise, in terms of positioning, that I think that Eric should look at, because it's quite a unique skill, but you just got to figure out how to monetize it. Okay, so I hope that helps, Eric, in terms of helping you with positioning. Now, I'm going to open up the call to a Q&A. And Eric Briggs, do you want to put in your challenge into the text box so I can see what your challenge was that you posted in the group? Actually, I can probably look and see what that is right now here. Are you there, Eric? Eric, I can see you there. If you can hear me, Give me a yes in the chat box. But I can't see your challenge in the group. Eric, can you send me your challenge, please? Can you put your challenge in the text box, Eric, if you can hear me? Oh, brilliant. Okay. All right, I can see. Okay, so you've emailed it to me. But you need to make sure that you put the yeah. Don't if you can avoid. I mean, you can email me. That's fine. If you find it easy to email me, but like I said, always trying to get it out. Try and get it out a bit earlier. Okay, so so Eric says I've recently received tickets to events in Las Vegas for a fraction of their value. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Um, I'm not allowed to discount them, but I thought about packaging them with a high-end restaurant like Shiraz for one price. How best do I approach Las Vegas restaurants to package a meal or two for a discount to offer a great experience if you're there on the show? Sounds great. I think if you Eric, if you send that to me, description of the tickets and how that works, I'm happy to connect you with Raja. I've got another guy in Vegas who organizes a big events. I'm trying to remember his name. Mark Owens, Mark Evans or Mark Owen, I think his name is. So yeah, I'm happy to make that connection for you. If you can just send the details to me, email across what it is, and yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to go straight. Yeah, of course, yes. You're welcome to go straight to Raja then. If you, because obviously yes, you were there with me when I introduced you. You can go straight to Raja on it, and he's very well connected. He knows a lot of people in that space. And then I've got another guy I can connect you with as well. Yeah, if you send them over to me, I'll have a look at it, and we'll work together and see how we can what we can do with that. And let me know how you get. Let me know in terms of monetization, how are you making money from it as well, so I can try and factor that in for you. All right, guys. If you've got any more questions for me, please put your questions in the chat box. If you've got any more questions, yes, please put in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll probably end up wrapping this call up very early. So like I said, guys, the next call, make a note, is on the 5th of June and back to normal time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. UK. I will be relocating abroad in the next couple of weeks to either, I haven't decided yet, probably Singapore or Dubai. So I will let you know and keep you up to date on that, and I'll see what my timings are like. So the timings may change for future mastermind calls, depending on time zones I'm in. But like I said, I will keep everyone updated on that. Yeah, and there's some great things happening in the group right now, so it's good. Everything's about action, guys. Always keep on taking action and let me know exactly what it is you're doing. And like I say, I will be able to help you if I can. Brilliant. I'm already planning the next boot camp, which is going to be in end of July, and then that may be the last one I do in Vegas, possibly, as I'll be focusing on other ventures over in Singapore. Um, so I think this year may be the last time I do possibly do the Vegas boot camps because of a new venture I'm getting involved in Singapore. So if any of you guys want to come over to that boot camp, do let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. It'd be great to see you guys again. I will try and organise something as well, maybe this year for all of us to get together. I think we tried it last year, but we couldn't get everyone together. But I'll see what I can do on that. All right, guys. Let me know if you've got any more questions. If not, then I'm going to wrap the call up, and I'll get the call uploaded into the group. And yeah, wherever you are, guys, in the world, have a great evening, afternoon, morning, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. So take care. Yes, Eric, let's talk about that. It'd be great to have you back in Vegas as well. Closer to the time, I'll reach out to you. So thanks for that. Bye guys, take care.